Hey guys, coming to you here with day 5, and it's all about our immunity today and how free radical damage or that oxidative stress really does play havoc on our immune system. Now, our immune system isn't just there for colds and flus, it's there for many other reasons as well. One of those reasons I want to mention to you here, it's one of the best ways to ward off disease, especially cancer cells or cancer and cancer cells. So that's pretty cool, hey? So one of the major functions of some of your immune cells is to seek out and then go and destroy those cancer cells. And this is why we want to have such a strong immunity. This is why when people have cancer, they say that you hope and that you want to have a strong immune system, because by doing that, you are able to fight disease, you are able to fight cancer cells, and you are able to get through things like a disease or a cold and flu much quicker. So, these days there's a lot of things out there that we're catching, flus, colds, and they last so much longer. Back in, decades or centuries ago, people would get a cold or a flu, it would last 2 to 3 days and then it'd be gone. And that's because their immune system was high. That's because they had a really strong immune system. Whereas these days, our immune system is bombarded in so many different ways, and then it's actually affecting free radical damage. Free radical damage is taking over our immune system, which means that it can't function at a more optimal level because of those free radicals or because of that oxidative stress. So same thing, free radicals are oxidative stress. So we want to look at more ways to prevent free radicals from taking over our immune system and prevent colds and flus as well. We don't want to just say, okay, I get 3 to 4 colds and flus a year. That's okay. How can I, get through that cold and flu with XYZ foods or whatever it may be? Why not look at preventing it in the first place? I know there's people out there, they won't even have a single cold or flu for like 5 years. Their immune system is so strong. And then when they do get a cold and flu, yes, they might crash and burn very quickly, but they also recover quite quickly as well, because their immune system is high and they're eating the right foods, doing the right lifestyle things to keep their immune system really high. So chronic stress and emotional stress also plays havoc on our immune system. You think about if you're really emotionally stressed or you're really anxious about something or depressed, all of those sorts of things like anxiety, depression, emotional stress around kids or family or whatever it may be, when you're in a really high stress situation, your immune system takes a load of that. It actually affects your gut and your immunity, not just your head, and there's such a big link between the brain and the gut and how they work together and in sync with each other. And so if we're not looking after our gut and our immunity, we're not looking after, basically everything that runs our system, apart from our brain. So how scary is that, right? Even like poor diet, bad sleep, those sorts of things can all play a big factor in our immune system. And a lot of things that come into that are leaky gut. So I actually had leaky gut myself, leaky gut syndrome. And that's where you're eating a lot of foods that you shouldn't be eating over a long period of time that you don't realize you've got a sensitivity to, and then you start breaking down the walls of your stomach and your food starts to leach through those walls into your bloodstream. This causes massive inflammation in your body. It can cause autoimmune conditions. It can cause many different things out there. And so you don't want leaky gut. I was lucky that I found mine before it got to anything bad, but people go through years of their life without realizing that can happen, and then they get into their 50s and 60s and then they all of a sudden have this autoimmune condition and didn't realize it was because of these food sensitivities or this leaky gut syndrome. So, that can play a big part in all of it. But how do we boost our immunity? How can we prevent ourselves getting colds and flus and boost that immunity to do that so we're not getting as many colds and flus? So relaxing or upbeat music. They say any sort of music that gets you happy, that gets the the happy vibes and hormones going in your body and gets you dancing or relaxed, whatever way that may be for you that's more enjoyable, that is going to really help your immune system. You've got no idea how much that can help your immune system to be happy or really relaxed in a certain state and really just be mindful of being in that state at that time. Then fasting, I didn't know this one, but fasting for up to 3 days can actually help you to boost your immunity. So look at different ways you can do fasting. You may do fasting where you're just doing it for like 48 hours. If you go onto draxe.com and you put in fasting, he's got like 5 or 6 blog posts and many different ways that you can do fasting, which you know, it's getting your body to be more resilient because you're fasting, and that builds up your immunity. So that's pretty cool. The other one is physical activity. So we know walking, strength training, anything that's really getting the body moving in a moderate state, as we talked about the other day, is going to really help your immune system. Immune boosting foods. So Echinacea, that prevents colds, allergies, and alleviates pain. Then you've got probiotics. So probiotics are amazing. They don't just have to be in a powdered form or a tablet form. You can use probiotics that are like fermented foods, like your yogurt or your kombucha, those sorts of things. Ginger. So ginger breaks down the toxins in our organs. Ginger's great for circulation. There's so many things that ginger can do for us. So ginger is a really good one. I love putting ginger in my morning smoothie as well. It just gives that a little kick. Oregano essential oil. I didn't know about this one. So there's not just normal oregano, but the oregano essential oils are an antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial. How cool is that? So having something like that as an essential oil that, I don't know, you may be rubbing on yourself or breathing in through a vaporizer or something can really help to boost your immunity. Green leafy veggies, we know our green leafy veggies like our spinach, our kale, our broccoli, our anything that's green, you know, anything that's green has those amazing benefits to it, which boosts our immunity. And there's a lot of other veggies out there that do that as well. So have a look at those online if you want to know more about that. And the last one there is meditation. So we know meditation can do so many things. Just like having relaxing music, meditation is one of those things that puts you into a mindful state, brings clarity, and gets you to really relax. And that's what helps to have your immunity be relaxed in that state as well. And then that can obviously help your immunity in many different ways. So my challenge to you today is have a look at those things that I mentioned that can boost your immunity. Pick one for yourself, put it in the comments as a post, a video, a picture, whatever that may be, and start using that more often to boost your immunity. So whatever that may be, I'll put the list of these immune boosting things in the comments as well. So like it could be that upbeat music, it could be fasting, physical activity, whatever it may be, or it could be those foods that we spoke about or meditation. But whatever that is that you feel you want to do more of to help boost your immunity, put that in the comments, and that's your challenge for today. So nice and easy, guys. Thank you all for listening in, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.